Hello guys, hope you guys are all well. Welcome to my Royal Rumble 2023 predictions. So I'll be going over the match card, what I think is going to happen, so who I think is going to win each match, and for the Royal Rumble matches, um, the people I think could potentially show up. And if you have any of your predictions, put yours in the comments. I would actually love to hear what you all think. But let's get kicked off with the Alexa Bliss versus Bianca Belair. I think it's going to be a really close one, especially what happened on Raw a couple weeks ago. I don't think it's going to be a quick one and done for Belair, but yeah, I expect Bianca to come away with the win here. I'm not sure how they're going to do it because you've got to keep Alexa going very strong because it's one of those matches both of them can't afford to lose. But I think I don't think they could do another no finish because they already did that on Raw, and I think if you do that here, I think a lot of people are going to be pissed. So yeah, I'm expecting Belair to win clean, but there's going to be something more going on with the character of Alexa, and I think it's going to cost her this match. I'm not sure if Uncle Howdy will get involved. I'm not too sure, but we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen. The next one I want to go over is a match that apparently has been rumoured to be added to the show. So I want to talk about it very early on, which is Sonya versus Charlotte. I'll be honest, guys. This is one of those matches I'm kind of just like, I really don't care if I'm being completely honest, and it's no disrespect to Charlotte or to Sonya. It's just one of those matches. It's a warm up feud or matches for Charlotte to get ring ready for someone better. Sonya is not winning. Sonya is not a threat to Charlotte. Like, Sonya's good. She's about there. I think round here, Charlotte's there. She's just that next level, and I don't think Sonya's in the same breath as her. If I'm being honest, I think Sonya's a solid worker. She's a solid worker, but I see Sonya and I just don't know. I don't see it. I think she's a better like mouthpiece, like a better GM or something like that, or to go and manage someone instead of an in-ring competitor. She can wrestle in the ring, but it's not her prime like thing, and she's not like great at it. You've seen a couple times when she's wrestled Belair even, and if you can't pull a great match from Belair, there's something wrong. And yeah, I just don't think she's all that, and I think this match is gonna be a bit of a yeah. I just don't care for it. I'd prefer them to just have the match next week on SmackDown or something. I don't really care if I'm being completely honest. Um, so if that gets added to this card, yeah, I'm going with Charlotte. It's not even a Sonya's not going to threaten Charlotte. But yeah, we'll move on from that because that if that gets added, that's quite depressing. I think it's gonna bring the show a bit down. But but we'll have to see, guys. What other matches? You got Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. This is my favourite storyline right now in wrestling. I know a lot of people are going to say the Bloodline. It's phenomenal, but what they're doing with LA Knight and Bray Wyatt is just phenomenal. It's great how they're doing a story while like boosting them both at the same time. So neither of them is coming off as a loser. Neither is getting buried. They both look amazing. Especially LA Knight, someone who's never been on the main roster. He was as Max, but when he went to LA Knight, this guy is just, he's swimming. There's some people that like they float and they're just about able to like just stay above the water on the main roster, and then like they either swim or then they drown. For LA Knight, this guy's swimming. This guy looks like a pro. He looks like he's been doing this for years. I can't remember the last time I saw a talent that was like that came from NXT and just he goes straight into the main event scene for me. This match, I think you have Bray Wyatt to win though, and the reason I say that is because it's Bray Wyatt's first match back. You don't have him lose. It's Bray's type of match in a black pitch match. Bray's not losing that sort of match. The only way he loses if someone screws him. That's the only way LA Knight pulls a win from here, and that's not. That's no diss towards LA Knight because the guy is phenomenal. But Bray this is just Bray's match. Be very surprised if he doesn't pick up the win here. But yeah, I'm not sure if we're going to see any Uncle Howdy. Would you get the reveal? I'm not sure if you get that in this match or the Alexa one. I think it's more likely in this one. So yeah, it's probably very highly likely that you would see the reveal of Uncle Howdy, who I think is Bo. I definitely think that's Bo. If you think it's another person, then just drop it in the comments. But yeah, I definitely think it's Bo. The height, the teases, the hints, is Bo. And that's my thoughts on that one. Then we go on to the women's Royal Rumble. I think this is going to be a really fun one. The people I'm expecting to be back, you got Carmella. She's been out for a while, so I'm expecting her back. As well as Piper Niven. She's been out for a while. I've recently found out the reason she was out was because she had some heart issues, with so basically some health issues, and it's kept her out of the ring, and apparently she's been ready to come back, and no creative plans. So hopefully this gets her back in the flow of things, same as Mella, and I hope they get the opportunities. I expect a debut here from Chelsea Green. I think she's been ready for weeks, and they've just been waiting to bring her out. I felt they could have done it with one of the weekly shows, or done a video package for Chelsea Green and had her like they did with Rhodes and announced him in the Royal Rumble. I felt they could have done that for Chelsea Green, so then more people know her stuff, know her work. But yeah, I was quite surprised they didn't do that. I'm expecting. I'm not sure if it's a return or a debut. So it's a return for Asuka, but I don't think it's going to be her. It's a heel character that she used in New Japan, and I think that's going to be present here. I'm not sure how they're going to go about it and who she's going to feud against, but yeah, I think you get a heel Asuka. What was her name? Kana or something like that. Kana. So that was a character she used in New Japan, and apparently it's a big hit for when she was over there. So I expect them to do that for her, to bring her back into the action, because she was on a bit of a streak on losing. She couldn't pick up any wins, so yeah, I'm expecting her to come back. Expecting some NXT names. So Roxanne, who's currently the champion, great talent. So if you've not checked her out, definitely check out her stuff there. You got. I want to see Cora Jade. I would want to see some Cora Jade. I think it'd be cool to have them both in the Royal Rumble, especially when they still got like a big feud going on. I'm not sure if I'll call it feud because they're not currently in a feud, but yeah, the story's there for both of them, and I think they'll come back to that story perhaps around WrestleMania time. So they're trying to hold off on that story, but I'm expecting to see them both there, and I'm hoping to see Tiffany Stratton there. She was recently off for a long time. She went and got some work done. And if you know, if basically you know why she was out of action, then you know. But look, it makes her look more appealing, and it got the viewership in, and it's helped her character massively, and she looks brilliant. So I'm hoping they'll have her showing up on here. She hits a hell of a moonsault. Like I think Styles put up a tweet the other day, calling it BME, and that's what his close friend used to use. So it wasn't like a normal moonsault like you see from Charlotte or Io. To go and pull off that move, you need a lot of talent to go and do that. So, yeah, I was very impressed she was able to do that, and I hope she's in this match so you get to see that move in Royal Rumble. So it'd be really cool to see her pull that move out. I don't. I think you'll see a couple legends, because I think on Raw 30 they held off on the legends. So I think you'll see Lita. I think you'll see Trish. I think you'll see Beth. She might clash with Rhea. So I think there's a chance of you seeing Beth Phoenix. And there could be a couple other surprises there. But yeah, I'm expecting this match to be better than the past few years, because one, you got a better creative team, and two, I feel you got more to select from. And I'm hoping to see Melina or Michelle McCall will be cool. That would be nice to see. And one I would want to see, but I'm not sure if it will happen, is like an Eve. I would like to see Eve come back. She was very good in the ring, and just got wasted in the wrong time of women's wrestling. So I would love to see Eve come back, but yeah, it's not very likely that would happen. But that's just something I would want to see. But who do I think is going to win the match? I think Rhea. I think you go with Rhea Ripley. I think it's going to be very close to the last four. That can all rotate. And the other person I think is going to come back into this, Naomi. I think if Naomi's in there, she's in that last four. I think there's a lot that they can do with Naomi. I think they can do a lot with her if she was to show up. So that would be really cool to see. But we would have to see, guys. That's that one. I don't want to go into too much, because if she does show up, it's really cool. But if she doesn't show up, I don't want to talk about it too much on here, and then she doesn't show up. Then I kind of wasted time to talk about her on here. So I hope she does. But yeah, it's a 50-50 with that. But yeah, I would definitely pop if she showed up. Be really cool. And then but as I said, I'm going with Rhea Ripley. I think this match is made for her. I think it's her time. The only chance that Rhea Ripley does not win this match if Beth Phoenix is in the match, she's gonna stop Rhea from winning. So if Beth is in this match, Rhea, I can't see Rhea winning. But yeah, right now my pick is Rhea Ripley. And now we'll go into go with Reigns and Owens. I'm not sure if this is going to be the main event or the men's Royal Rumble. If The Rock shows up, if The Rock shows up after this match for Reigns and Owens, that closes the show. There's no way The Rock shows up midway, and it's like midway in the show, and it's not the send off. So if The Rock shows up, it will close it. So if this is the main event, there's a chance that can happen. But same as Naomi, it's a possibility. Nothing's guaranteed here. So with the Reigns match, if it's for both titles, which I believe it is, Reigns ain't losing. There is no worry on my mind. As good as Owens is, as good as this storyline is, Reigns is not losing. Something's going to happen. There's a chance they take out Zayn and they do something really sick and twisted after the match, and they take out Zayn, and that's where you could perhaps see The Rock. It's either that or you see Zayn and Owens stand with each other. There's always that chance of them doing that. If The Rock can't make it, then I think that's what they'll do. So there's a chance of that, and the reason I say there's a chance of it, Reigns set this all up. He set everything into motion. Reigns does everything for a reason. He runs it. He runs that bloodline. Everything goes through him. So what happened on Raw 30 when they allowed Zayn to still be within the bloodline is because Reigns allowed it so. If he clicks just like that, it gets done. It's up to Reigns. And I think that's what happens here is, I'm not sure how, but Reigns retains. I'm not sure how, but after that, they don't need Zayn. Reigns needs Zayn for this match because of Owens, because of that connection between Zayn and Owens. As soon as that's done, Reigns don't need him. He's done. So, if there was a turning point, or when he turns on Zayn, this is it. This is the match where it happens. It doesn't happen in the men's Royal Rumble. It happens in this match. I'm not sure if that's going to be after or not. It's not a guarantee that he will turn on him. I'll just add that. Not a guarantee, but it's the most likely timing that it's going to happen. So if it was to happen, guys, it will happen in this match. I think it will happen when the match is done though, because he knows he needs Zayn. Reigns thinks about every situation. It's why he's not been pinned in over 2 years. Like this guy is at the top of his game, and there's a good reason for it. So my pick there is Reigns, and I think there's a chance you see The Rock, but I don't think it's a guarantee. Rock's not ring ready. There's a chance The Rock shows up and then he gets ring ready up to WrestleMania. There's always that chance of that, but yeah, I don't know. It's like Naomi. It's a 50-50 chance. So I think if you can't get The Rock, I think they set up Zayn and Owens going up against the Usos for Mania, and I think the build will start here. If they don't, I will be very surprised. If they don't, they'll drop a hint of it again. But yeah, I think it's going to start coming along. But I'm going to talk about the men's Royal Rumble, and this is I think will be the main event. I do think it's either this or it'll be Owens and Reigns, but yeah, I think this will be probably will be the main event match. I'm not sure if you get too many surprises here. For the men's, you never really know. I think the men's have mostly been filled out from talent that's actually on the roster already, because men's wrestling is pretty stacked. I'm not saying the women's isn't, but I think the women's been more left open because they want more legends or some surprises to come in. For the men's, I think they're kind of set. The only surprise was Rhodes, and they pre-announced that, so it gets you thinking: have they got something bigger to announce than Rhodes, or is he the main guy in this match, and it's what happens in a Reigns and Owens match? So I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna work all that stuff out, but yeah, I'm not sure on the special appearances in this one. I think you get the NXT appearances because they're going to test these guys out on the main roster and see how the crowd react to them. So I think the three you get: Carmelo Hayes. If you guys have not seen this kid, guy's sensational. One of the best talents in the world. He's going to win the NXT title by Mania at least. Like, that match will happen between him and Braun. And I think he will be the guy to beat Braun, and then that will send Braun up. Going on about Braun, I think he's the second person that I'm going to say is going to show up. I think there's a big chance that Braun shows up here, and because they want to get this guy on the main roster, and they're going to test him out here. I think they'll test him out. I think there's a very high chances that they do test him out here. And I think it'd be really good. He's if you ain't seen him wrestle, yeah, he's very good. He's a big guy, and for a big guy, he's not stiff. He moves very quickly. He moves very fucking smoothly. So he's another talent. And my last one is my boy Grayson Waller. And if you have been watching NXT, you know this guy's got the it factor. He's got what it takes to be world champion. He's got an opportunity next weekend. I don't think he's going to win it, because I think Braun's going to hold on to that until WrestleMania and drop it to Mella. But he's definitely a name to look out for, guys. One of the best heels going around right now. So if you ain't seen his work, I'll definitely say you should definitely check him out, because he's one of the best heels going around at the moment. What other names do I think is going to pop in? I think Edge could show up and have that face off with not just Balor but Priest as well. I think there's a chance of all that happening. Edge to show up, and this kind of goes into my point about what I was saying about Beth and Rhea. I think you get that face off, and there's been a big rumour they're doing Beth and Edge, and they'll take on Rhea and Balor elimination chamber. So there's been talks to that, but there's all sorts of talks. But that's when they're expected to be back, so perhaps the build happens on this show. But I don't think there'll be too many surprises, if I'm being honest. I would want there to be. I would want Jay White to show up, but I've heard his schedule will cross over, so very unlikely that Jay White's going to appear, which is tough. It's tough news as a big fan of his. I think he's brilliant. But my winner here, I'm going with Rhodes. I think Rhodes is the guy to go up against Reigns. The whole story is there for Rhodes. I really do think that. And if you get Reigns to take him out after. That would be interesting to see, guys. But yeah, I think you go with Rhodes. I think Rhodes comes in very early, and he'll show he's got the heart, and he will last the entire way, and take out one of the big names at the end. And I think there's going to be a little tease within the bloodline, so maybe Solo or Sammy in this match, and he takes out one of them, and then you add that into the story as well. So that's my predictions, guys. That's everything I've got to say on this show. If you have any predictions, just post them in the comments, and also, guys, post it on when I'll put my predictions up on my Twitter as well. So I'll be putting all my predictions up on there, and what we do on there, each match, basically what we're doing at the moment, we're doing a point score, so whoever gets the most points wins. It's a little like fun game to just play. So if you want to get involved in that, definitely drop me a follow on my socials, which will all be in my link in my bio on YouTube. So don't forget, guys, to like, share and subscribe, as it really helps me grow my channel. This channel is mostly for gaming, but I also do wrestling stuff on here as well. So if you guys are enjoying that kind of stuff, definitely let me know, guys. But until next time, guys, thank you very much for checking out my Royal Rumble 2023 predictions, and I hope you guys all are going to enjoy the show as much as I am. But until next time, guys, thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys at a later date. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.